Aural Trainer, intervals at intermediate level for Grade 4 Trinity and essential for ABRSM sight singing. This is the second video on recognizing intervals, the first of which covered recognizing the intervals of a second, third, fourth, fifth or sixth. If you have not already watched the previous video, you would be well advised to do so before continuing with this one, and a suggested video card should be appearing on your screen now. As mentioned in the previous video, this is an essential skill for those taking the sight singing tests in grades 4 and above ABRSM oral. So stay tuned if you are an ABRSM student. In this video, you will learn to distinguish between major and minor intervals. Let's take seconds to start with. A major second sounds like the first two notes of a major scale, as if you were going to play the whole scale. A minor second sounds like the first two notes of a chromatic scale, as if you were going to continue with the whole scale. With thirds, a major third sounds like the first two notes of a major arpeggio, as if you were going to continue. And similarly, the minor third sounds like the first two notes of a minor arpeggio, as if you were going to continue. Fourths and fifths were covered in a previous video and will always be perfect in this video. You should describe them as perfect. As for sixths, it might be helpful to think of well-known tunes starting with a major or a minor sixth. You can think of your own if you prefer, but for example, the verse part of Jingle Bells starts with a major sixth. The first two notes there make a major sixth. And as for the minor sixth, I'm sure everyone is familiar with the tune from The Entertainer. Those last two notes there repeated over and over again are a minor sixth. So, now it's time to test what you can hear. Each interval that I will play will start on the key note. I will even give you the key chord to start with. Listen to the two notes and then state the interval that I played. It would also be good practice to name the second note. So let's try a few in C major to start with. Here is a chord of C major. And here are your two notes. That was a major third, and the second note was an E. Here are two more notes. That was a perfect fifth, and the second note was a G. And here are two more notes. That was a minor second, and the second note was a D flat. Now let's change the key to D major. And here are two notes. That was a perfect fourth, and the second note was a G. Here are two more notes. That was a minor third, and the second note was an F. And here are two more notes. That was a major sixth, and the second note was B. And finally, let's try a few in B flat major. Here is your key chord. And here are your intervals. That was a major second, and the second note was C. And here are two more notes. That was a minor sixth, and the second note was G flat. And finally, that was a perfect fourth, and the second note was an E flat. This skill takes a bit of practice, so repeat this video a few times to get the hang of it. And please leave in the comments below any tunes that you use to help you remember intervals. And finally, if you found this video useful, please like, share and subscribe to stay up to date with future uploads. Thanks for listening.